Um, I rendered a bunch of images here. So la-di-da-di-da. I've been working on making a 3D character and trying to time myself to see how long it would take me and not spend too much time fiddling around with colors. But as you can see, I couldn't hardly resist. But I'm pretty happy, pretty excited about my progress. And I'm going to show you really quickly here how I took the Cinema 4D tutorial rigging cartoon eyes, and at the Plural website, it used to be Digital Tutors. Got a little wild there with the face color. I thought, oh, Halloween is coming. So I put a little purple skin on. As you can see, I got my makeup on today. So there's the rendered images that I worked on, and a lot of lighting going on here, which was really fun. It got exciting. So I didn't play a whole lot with the lights, but I had to set up lights to see the inside of my character's head. I'll show you really quickly here how I'm still working inside of a symmetry object, which makes it a lot easier, a lot faster to build a model. You just have to get used to working with a symmetry object, but it does help tremendously. And so there's a light in there. I could turn her hair off and get back in there. I have to work on working on the mouth is so hard for me, but I've been working on it and doing better. So in this also I've got, I don't know what I've got on here, but I thought that was looking pretty cool. She's glowing now, a new color. Oh. So, okay. So you can see the boxes around her eyes right here, and then the circle a little bit. If I turn her face off, totally right there, you can see there's a box around her eyes, and then there's a circle around her eyes. Those are controllers, and they're really cool. And the I'll show you that in a minute, but I wanted to show you that they were there. And so over here, this is above her head. I have two windows open because I can get to these controllers easier. So over here inside of these boxes, I've made the eye controller rigs with Xpresso, and I can now select these two little guys in the boxes and move them around. And let's see, I need to tip this, I think. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So her eyes move with these two. They move up and down and all around. So it makes it a lot easier to keyframe her eye movement on the dope sheet. Oh, I've got the picture viewer there. It's funny. No, it's not. I'll show you. I've animated just a little bit. I want to animate a whole lot more. That's just, everything is so time consuming. Right now I'm so tired my eyes hurt. It's funny because I'm working on the insides. So then the sliders on the left and the right are for the eyelashes. This is really fun. So I'm all excited about my eyelashes. Eyelashes are kind of hard. There's different ways to do them, but I thought of a new way that I haven't seen done yet. So I feel special. I'm over here not far from Disneyland, and I'm like dreaming of a 3D character that's, you know, having all kinds of fun in a movie. So there we go on her eyes, and I have them. I thought her hair looked kind of cool like that. This program is so awesome. Sometimes you'll accidentally click something and you'll get this cool feature going on. So basically I just turned the physical sky off. And there was another light, so with the physical sky that I don't use that often, it adds kind of a glow all around when you render. Or like a natural lighting. So it adds light. And that with another light that's pretty close to her. Hey. Oh! So that's rendering. When you finish, you click the render button, and that's like in 3D. When you build stuff, you always render things out to an image, to a 2D image, and to video. Oh, we got on. Okay, so back to my eye rake here. So this bar on the top, basically what it does is it's really cool. It just turns off another eye rake that's out here in front of her eyes, which is pretty much the same thing these do up here. Oh, let's see. So I can turn it off and then turn it back on. So I made all these, and there's two more up here. These two controllers, they tip the eyes back and forth, and you can see them a bit. They were on the eyelids, and you could see them, and they tip left and right. And I took the eyelids out of that because it wasn't working right. It wasn't looking right. And so, but that was cool. And so up here now with this rig in front, we can select the whole rig there in the center, and see if you can see it better there now. Yeah, and then it moves all around as well, left and right, and then just like the other one up above, but with this one got more control over it in front if you need it, and then you can separate it as well and move. Oh, I've got them all still. But you can move just one, like so, and It moves all around too. So you can move it left and right, and then up and down and all around. And so her eyes follow the one in front. So you can make her look cross-eyed. Whoops. So she can look cross-eyed too. Then I think with this one, oh no, that's not right. Okay. Oh yeah, just to whoops. That's my movie. Okay, I'm really tired and I'm gonna do this video and maybe I'll be able to sleep. I went to sleep once, but I couldn't sleep. And I got back up. So there's the rig in the front. And then that moves her eyes all around. Cartoony eyes. And then I was going to show you the other thing that's really cool is, okay, so she has these rigs on her eyes. I'm going to turn that rig off. That one in front. There we go. And then then she has these other rigs too. And I don't know if I can reach them. Oh, but at least that will tell me where it's at. Oh, she has a, these are really cool, and this is something that I have not worked with before. Long ago, I worked with the let's see, what is it? It's a funny box on her face. That's her hair. I must have everything. Oh, here we go. So this FBX box is around her face is really cool. But so with this controller over her eyes, I can size the eye, tweak the eyes, can make him bigger and smaller and that kind of thing, and we can squish them. Whatever. So we can make a funny animation like with this. And we have a lot more control over here as well to rotate the eyes and do whatever we want in this section as well. So this is really fun, getting that set up. And then one really cool thing was with this FFD box that goes over her eye. I'll open it up on the right eye. Or, yeah, the right eye. And then on the box, let's on the point mode, I think. So he showed us in this eye tutorial, his cartoon eye tutorial, all of this. I just happened to have downloaded it when I was signed up, like last year, this class, because you can sign up at Digital Tutors now, plural site. It's like 20, it's like 20, $30 a month, $29 a month. And then after you've been on, sometimes it can go on sale for 20. But you can sign up and download up to 3, or up to, I think it is 10 classes. So he was showing us, you know, he showed us how to put this box on here and use it to fit the eye. Like sometimes it's hard. It is hard to get things to fit together. So I thought that this was so cool. And I haven't played with it much, but I'm going to. And you can resize the box the way that you need it to. So she's having her eye day. and her eyes still move. Her eyes still work in the with the controllers when you use the FFD box. I'm not sure what FFD stands for. Fiddle, 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 dee. But it's right up here. It's this. Where is it? It's not there. It's here. It's there. That FFD, and you just click on it, and then you drag and drop your stuff in it over here in the bar. I'm gonna do a tutorial on some of this stuff too. So there we have it. Her little eye rig. So cool. It took me a while after I set it up, to figure out how to use it. But I've got it figured out. It took a long time for me to get the eyelashes, the lashes set up so that they animate. So there we have it. Ta-da! I'm going to put my eyes to rest because that's pretty much how they feel. And over here, I've been figuring out that for some reason my renderer is different when the paint's on and it's not on though. There we go. And it adds this effect. Oh, very cool. Hi. Okay, I'm going to render it one more time. Render view. There we go. And I did animate just a tiny bit, so I'm gonna show you that, and that'll be all for this tutorial, or this little show and tell. I can figure out how to get to my, where I'm at, window, picture viewer. Okay, so we're just going to show you a few things that I rendered out. Just a little bit of animating, and usually it's 30 frames per second, but in here you can turn it down, so like if you can turn it up, the speed of her eyes. And then, yeah, I got a little bit of head movement going and a little lip action going there. You see that? Yeah. And I need some music. Yes, I do. I need some music. I need some really groovy tunes. Yeah. Yeah. And then we got a little crazy, of course, with the paint, because that's what I do. And then you can see the light is shining. I've got a light pulled up to her face. You can add lights in your scene all over. Well, there's, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, one more, let's see. There we go. We've got the daylight on in this one. It's not exactly the daylight, it's the background. There's a daylight one, and then there's a whole background one now that you can add that's like real world, that adds lights, reflections from what would be the real world. Is so cool. So there we have it. Okay. Alright. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching it. And I'm so excited, and I hope that if you decide to learn to do any 3D animating or whatnot, that you'll pop on over to GameStudio3D.com. That's me. That's us. GameStudio3D.com. And we'll see you later. Working hard, falling over, falling asleep.